May I also call Mr. Muhammad Usman from Nigeria to speak about his work, especially with regards to innovation in education.
Thank you very much for inviting me to speak. I'm Usman Muhammad. I'm from Nigeria, a son to a Fulani nomad. It's wonderful to be here with you, pushing for an agenda to improve access to literacy and learning for all. For decades now, nomads and other pastoralists all over the world have been forgotten, abandoned, or neglected. And not because the world is not ready to provide education for nomads, but because we are hard to find, hard to reach, and hard to locate. So I see this as a challenge to me and to other nomads across the globe. In my own center, I designed what I called N-tents. N-tents are mobile solar-powered tech classrooms that are easily assembled or disassembled within 20 to 30 minutes. We realized that nomads have this culture of hardening during the day, so it's very difficult to give them education during the day. But when they come back in the night, they have time. So we implanted solar panels in each tent. The solar panels help us to provide education for these nomads. And we also realized that because of frequent movements from one place to another, it's difficult for authorities to locate and determine their locations in order to give them supplies, educational supplies. So we mounted GPS tracking devices in each tent. We will know each location they are moving from. If they live from one place to another, we can track them and inform the authorities where they are about. And we realize how important virtual reality technology is, and also applications, mobile applications. We are currently designing a mobile app called Fulan App. What we are doing is to reach out to those children, those kids that cannot afford to be educated with app and BR tech. So this is what we have been doing so far. And I believe that to achieve access to education, to achieve sustainable development goals, those that are being forgotten should be included, should not be neglected. So also nomads should be included in global education system. And I urge UN, especially Office of the President of the General Assembly, to initiate Global Alliance for Nomads Education. And this will help those people with less access to education have education, especially through our ethnics. I think what we are doing is empowering the future generations with digital skills, and we aimed at empowering children and those adults, those nomad adults with education, 2 million of them by 2020 from now. And I realized also that there are problems with funding education, and also implementing budget on education. So I advocate what I call budget tracking applications, so that governments will be responsible in what they are doing, especially in terms of implementing projects through those tracking devices. And yes, it's true that governments and UN have been advocates for this learning for all, but they cannot do it alone. It has been long, for decades. We cannot go our way with illiteracy across the globe. At individual capacity, we can do this. Each and every one of us can do something. And at individual level, if we can play, each and every one of us can play his or her own role. I think we'll have a way to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. If we care about global citizenship, we should actually speak to Usman after this conference or after this event and speak to him as to what's happening in Nigeria with the nomadic communities. Because I think the threat posed to them and that community is far greater than what we see with Boko Haram, which I think we agree with. We can speak about that afterwards.